Hi there, my friends. Welcome back to Bodyline Pilates at home. Today, I'm going to take you through a lovely mobility and stretch routine using our long resistance band. So grab your band and your mat. Let's get started. So we're going to come down, lying down onto our back to begin. So I want you to take a hold of your band. You're going to place your right foot here into your band. And then you're going to bring the elbows down onto the mat by your sides. Your collarbone is nice and wide and open. Your left knee is bent, foot is flat on the floor. We're going to reach the right leg up to the ceiling, and then we're just going to lower the right leg down, and then we bring the right leg up. So we lower down, we're getting that mobility in the hip and that lovely hamstring stretch on the up. Lower the leg and lift, keeping your pelvis nice and still, and up. Lower and lift. So now with the leg reaching to the ceiling, we're going to bend the knee, and then I want you to reach the leg up. Bend your knee, reach the leg long, bend and reach, bend and reach. So now reaching your leg long, you're going to point your foot into the band and then flex, getting a little ankle mobility, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Now circle the foot in one direction 3 times, keeping the tension out the shoulders, and then reverse, go in the other direction, 2 and 3. Now reaching that right leg long, we're going to start to draw a little circle in the hip with that thigh bone. So circle down, out and around, across. So nice little mobility into the hip, keeping the pelvis nice and still. And then we're going to reverse, go in the other direction. So making the circle a little small to begin. And in a moment, we're going to be increasing that range of movement, this circle. So you're going to come back to the center and hold here. Now you can either stay in those smaller circles, or you can open right out to the side, around, down and up. So taking a big circle now here in the hip, opening out to the side, down, around and up. Open, circle around and up. One more here in this direction. Now let's reverse. We go down, out to the side, around and up, down, open out. Getting that lovely mobility in your hip. Your pelvis is nice and still. Your left leg is still on the mat. One more here. And then bring the leg up, hold, feel that lovely stretch, shoulders down the back, breathe in, breathe out. Can you deepen into that hamstring stretch? And then ease off. So you can keep your right foot into the band, then we place the left foot in the band, then place your right foot down onto the mat. So keeping a hold of the band, the shoulders are down, we're going to reach the left leg long. We start with the lift lower, we lower the leg down, we bring the leg up. So just warming up through the hip, the hamstring, as you lower your leg and lift, lower, keeping the pelvis still, and up, lower, and lift. One more here, down and up. Now the leg is reaching to the ceiling. We're just going to then bend the knee and then reach the left leg long. Bend the knee and reach. So this is a great little series here to start with that you can always use before you go for a run or a walk, just to warm up all the joints. Bend and reach, bend and reach. So keep the leg nice and long. We're going to now point the foot and then flex, point and flex, point, flex, point and flex. Circle the foot, 2, 3, reverse, 3, 2 and 1. So keep reaching your leg nice and long. We're now going to draw some little circles. So just starting with a nice small circle, getting that movement into the hip, keeping the pelvis nice and still, the right leg still. And then we're going to reverse, go in the other direction. So it's just like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with your foot here. Getting that movement into the hip. Now you can either stay with these smaller circles, or as we get to the top, we're going to hold and we're going to take bigger circles now. So we go right down, around and up, out, right down, around and up, opening out wide, circle around, keeping the pelvis here nice and still. One more in this direction. And now reverse, go down, open out and around, go down, open out and around, down, circle around and up, reach out of the hip, one more, and up. Find that hamstring stretch at the top, breathe in, and out, deepen into that stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. And then bend the knee into the chest. We're going to take the band off the feet, hug your knees in. Just rock your hips here a little side to side. Nice little release through your back. And then chin to the chest, rock on up, and we're going to come into cat-cow with our band. So I want you to take a hold of the band and you're going to bring it around behind you. So just here at the back of your shoulders, so just below the shoulders there. We're going to then bring our hands onto the mat. Hands are holding the band, your knees are underneath the hips. We come into cat-cow. So I want you to round your spine up to the ceiling, press up into the band. And then inhale as you send the tailbone back to the wall behind, eyes forward. Draw the belly in, round the spine, press up into the band, tuck the tailbone towards your nose. And then send the sit bones back, roll through the low back, mid back, eyes are forward. Tuck the pelvis in, round your spine. So think about that thoracic spine where the band is. And trying to get that movement into the lower thoracic. As you tuck the tail around the spine, draw the belly in, exhaling. And then inhale as you come into that lovely extension. 2 more here. Draw the belly in, round your spine, tuck the tailbone towards your nose. And then inhale, shine your heart forward. 1 more here. Draw the belly in, round your spine, press evenly into both hands. And then inhale into your extension. And then we're just going to sit back into our rest position for a moment, bottom back towards the heels. Take a nice big breath in. And breathe out. Can you walk your hands just a little further forward? Breathe in. And then slowly breathe out. So you're going to carefully walk your hands back towards your knees. We're going to rebuild the spine, roll the shoulders up, back and down. So we're going to come up to stand for the last part here of the workout. I want you to hold on to your band. Your hands are in your band. Your shoulders are down your back. You're drawing the belly in and the ribs in. We're going to bring the arms up and overhead, pull side to side, and then take the hands back behind. So getting that mobility here in your shoulders. Now, as you reach the arms back, I want you to try not to jut out with the ribs in the chest. So think of the movement coming in through your shoulders and that shoulder girdle, and keeping the ribs soft down. Nice work. So we draw the belly in, we bring the arms up, over and down. We take the arms up, keep the shoulders away from the ears. We bring the arms out to the side, around, down and front. Nice work. 2 more. Take the arms up, shoulders away from the ears. Up, over and down. Last one. Keep the ribs soft down. And then we're going to bring the arms back down in front. So just shrug the shoulders up, roll your shoulders down the back. We're going to bring the arms up overhead. I want you to lift up and side bend over to the right and just reach that right arm down. We bring the right arm up, we come back up to the center. So we side bend up and over to the left. The left arm reaches down. We bring the arm up, standing up tall. Reach up and side bend over. As you pull down, anchor through that left foot. Bring the arm back up. Lift tall. Lift up and over. Reach and lengthen. Reaching and creating space through that right side. This time up and over, we're creating space through the left side of the body. Bring the arm up, back to the center. 1 more. Reach up and over. Pull down with the right arm, or the left arm, sorry. Bring the arm up and over. We're going to bring the band down. I want you to now stand onto your band with both feet, shoulders down the back, holding onto the tail ends of your band. We're going to go chin to the chest. We're going to let the head lead the spine as we roll down bone by bone. So if you want a little more tension on your band, you can choke your hands down the band. Then we restack the spine, roll back up, low back, mid back, upper, roll the shoulders down the back, breathing in. And then exhale as you roll down through your center line, bone by bone. Soften at the knees if you need. Breathe into the back of the ribs. Exhale, ground down through your feet as you roll your spine back up. Collarbones are wide. Feel that beautiful pull of the shoulders down the back. 1 more. Chin to the chest. Let the head lead the spine as you roll down through the center line. Breathe in. And then exhale as you restack your spine, bone by bone. Roll the shoulders up back and down, a little neck stretch to end. Let here your right ear listen to the right shoulder and just find that stretch down through the left side of the neck. Keeping the ear over to the shoulder, just bring your chin down slightly so the stretch moves a little more to the back of the neck. And then we slowly bring the chin back, and then we bring the chin up so the stretch moves a little more to the front of the neck. Bring it back to the center, and then bring your head back up. We're going to the other side. So your left ear listens to the left shoulder, feeling that stretch through the right hand side. Shoulders are down, collarbones nice and wide. And then we go chin down. So you feel the stretch move to the back of the neck. And then you're going to slowly bring the chin up so the stretch moves to the front of the neck. And then bring the head back to the center and bring your head back up. Shrug the shoulders up, roll the shoulders down the back. Again, shrug, roll, collarbones nice and wide. One more, shrug, roll, and release. So there is your gentle mobility and stretch workout using the resistance band. That is a great way to end the day or even to warm your body up before you go for a walk or a run. Thank you for joining me on the mat, and we'll see you back on the mat soon.